So if you're a lawyer and you're wondering if you can trust the output of AI when it comes to doing legal work, specifically when it comes to court proceedings, this video is for you. I want to do this quick video showing you on a step-by-step basis the reasons why, or the things that AI can do well and things you really should not be delegating to AI. I'm just going to share my screen, and in this screen, I've got a conversation. I've got a prompt up there. It's an arbitration contest in Ontario. And I've given it a really strong set of instructions, really detailed. I've given the text of a draft motion. I've made sure that I've anonymized everything. So I've really primed the prompt well, so it understands what it wants to do. And in this case, we are asking for a request to bifurcate an arbitration hearing for various reasons and talk about strategic rationale and all that kind of stuff. I've then asked it to give a draft factum. Okay. And again, it's taking the information I've given it, the notice of motion and all the facts. That's not going to put together a factum. Okay. And the way I do it is I always give the prompt sections and then ask it to improve on different sections. Okay. So right now, all well and good. Okay. Where it's going to get interesting, it's bill of facts, really well done. It's given within the span of minutes. It's given me approximately 20 paragraphs. That again saves time to the drafting. I now ask it to show here's an arbitration. So then I put in the text in the prompt. And here's where it gets interesting. It's got placeholders. So the way I do things, I always want to give placeholder. And I've been drafting this up, doing this with a mind to record this video, right? So I'm now giving placeholders so it knows what the act is. It talks about the tests. Great. So it starts at paragraph 37 and it ended at paragraph 182. So it gave it 100 paragraphs again, all within the span of minutes. Fantastic. I then, just out of curiosity, asked what case law in my jurisdiction will be relevant to the above, include case citations. And so it started giving me citations. Fantastic. If I was a novice user, I will look at this and say, wow, like this tool that's very, very cheap is giving me all these cases and all of these facts. Fantastic. I am well on my way to putting the factum again. Here's where so many lawyers get it wrong. Okay, they think that this tool is fantastic. And I'm going to show you exactly why this is so dangerous. Okay. So it's given me 49-ish cases. Okay. And I then might say, you know what, reference case law when need be, reference the part 3 content. Okay. It now redoes the content. And if I was a new lawyer and I'm new to using AI, I would simply copy and paste it into a factum and submit to court. Now watch this. Okay. For each of the cases cited above, provide me a link to each case so that I can review it for myself. So we'll do the first 9 cases because obviously 40 cases, that's too many. We'll do the first 9 cases. A Haas and Sacrum. Let me go into here. Yep, that case exists. It's about arbitration. It's relevant. Great. The next one is going to be Depoteau and Editions, 2003 SEC 17. Yep, that exists. Perfect. And then you've got 2008 ONCA 530. I look at this case, guess what? That's actually a case that is about criminal law matters, but nothing to do with arbitration. And this is concerning. Okay. Now keep in mind, this tool has given 9 cases. So we found 1 case. The next case is 2017 ONCA. Butera. Perfect. Exists. It's about arbitration. Perfect. Now keep in mind, I haven't even gone into the case and reviewed it. But let's assume that the case exists, okay? And so now we know that that case exists. We've then got Vapor Canada 2022 ONC 5749. If I look into here and I look at the title bar, guess what? That case does not exist. And it doesn't exist because the tool thinks that the case exists. It creates a fact pattern around it, but it doesn't exist. The next 3 cases, 468, 1711, and 3404, 468, 1711, 3404, each of these cases are all criminal law cases. 4681, it's criminal law case. 711, criminal law, got nothing to do or nothing relevant. This was Nicolarity and Canadian Tire. This is about a wrongful termination over an employment matter, it's got nothing to do with an arbitration. And this is the reason why these tools are so dangerous, right? What the tool has done, in essence, it has looked into these spreadsheets or into its database. It may have done a Google search or the equivalent of a Google search and said, you know what, these cases are relevant. But there's an equal possibility that it will simply look at the structure of the case. It's got two party names separated by a V. It's got a year, 2003. It's got a court jurisdiction, ONSC, SCC, ONCA, and then a number. Puts all that together and says, you know what, this is your case. Because again, AI, to a certain degree, is eager to please. Now, to illustrate this point even more, I asked it a few more questions. I asked it to visit each of the links above and confirm each link describes the case. But they wanted to see what its level or what its ability is to investigate matters further. And guess what? It goes into CanLII, which is where most Canadians get the case law for free. And of the cases, it says that it's unable to directly fetch the URLs due to CanLII's prohibition restriction. So it has never had the ability to go and look in this database. So what it's doing is trying to get this data via other means, and those other means aren't very good. But what it's done is I can verify the case exists through web searches. In essence, says number, case name, link. And all it's done, you go to the bottom, it says all 40 cases have been verified as accurate CanLII URLs. The links follow CanLII standard URL structure. So again, it's pattern recognition. It says this is what a case looks like. It's got canli.org/n for English, jurisdiction, court, doc, year, citation, HTML. The cases must stay provided, cases span appropriate jurisdictions and years, and citation numbers consistent. It doesn't know for sure. All it's doing, it's giving you an answer to your query. Do these web pages exist? The web pages exist, but the cases don't. And that is the concern underlying how lawyers use AI and what the potential ramifications of them using AI without care and due diligence. And so if you are looking to use this tool in your practice, you've got to be mindful of what the tool can do and what the tool cannot do. And in my opinion, at this point in time, you can't use it. You can't rely on it for legal research. It's pretty good. In fact, it's very good at getting first drafts done. I mean, it created 100 paragraphs within the span of minutes. In that sense, it's amazing. But you can't rely on it for any sort of legal research purposes. Now, if you want to understand how better to use artificial intelligence in practice and how it fits into your key legal workflows, I'm doing a special Learn by Doing workshop where you will discover step by step the power of AI in your practice. We'll begin with some foundational knowledge. We'll then go through some prompting basics, and then we'll go through how to enhance those prompts and how you can use those prompts to fit into your key legal workflows. And as a Learn by Doing experience, by the end of the workshop, you will be able to leverage AI and create your own prompts that you can then leverage in your practice as you see fit. If this is something of interest, just drop AI below and I'll get in touch with you and share with you how to get access. Okay, chat soon. Cheers.